What's this? Hello, citizens of the Empire. Welcome back. I have returned after a week gone, and I have gone down to Galaxy's Edge. I suspect I will put together a video or something about my trip, but I had a lot of fucking fun, and among other things, I got a Coke thermal detonator. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm glad to be back. Miss you all. Let's get right back into The Witcher. Oof, and that telltale lag. There we go. There we go. There we go.
What will the morrow bring?
Oh!
What?
Time to, meet Avalon. Wait, am I? Okay.
Help protect Ciri from the Wild Hunt, and the Emperor will grant you amnesty.
I hope we can trust you.
You can.
What of Fringilla?
That I don't know, but I shall take it up with him.
You barely said hello and you're already plotting something.
It's clearly in our nature.
I hear right? You convinced the Emperor to pardon them?
Provided they help us defend Ciri.
Got a hard time believing Emperor'd go in for a deal like that.
If you can't believe it, don't. I don't need you to.
You don't need to be bitchy about it.
Bit about Fringilla. What was that? Triss told me you couldn't contact her.
Perhaps because she sits in the Emperor's dungeon, chained in Dimeritium. At least that's what Rita implied.
How would Rita know? The Emperor hid that from you?
Take it the Emperor forgot to tell you about this.
I don't like it. That was not our deal. When it's all over, I'll need to have a candid discussion with the Emperor. Come. They're all waiting for us.
Alright. Yennefer getting feisty at somebody other than Geralt. I like it. Time to loot the shit out of our ship. Sorry, Margarita. Oh, how are you feeling?
How are you feeling?
Better, I thank you. If you'd not arrived in time, things might have ended considerably worse. I am your debtor.
Thank Yennefer. It was her idea, her plan.
I mean, you know, no need to worry about it. How'd they
Thought
have
Margarita Loantil would be among the last to get nabbed by witch hunters.
Were it dependent solely on me, of course I would have. But you forget I had my students to consider. I knew the hunters would eventually reach Aretusa. It was but a matter of time. So when I heard Triss was organizing escapes to Kavir, I saw no reason to hesitate. I gathered my novices and we rode here to Novigrad. Sadly, we were caught and thrown in Dayrog before I could contact Triss.
Didn't see any other sorceresses in there with you?
Because they'd already been executed. Burned. Alive. One after the other. The most talented girls in the North. Radovid was saving me for last.
Yeah, you look beat to shit. I hope you recover well. So what did happen at the school?
If you're here, what's become of Aretusa?
The day I arrived in Novigrad, I received a message from Beruta Ikati. A short, curt note. School overrun by Redanians. The libraries burn. Handful of pupils fled with Nina Vivero, the rest are dead. It is over.
No reaction from the council? The conclave?
Do you jest? They asked Radovid to intervene, just after he'd appointed them.
I see.
Farewell, Rita.
What about you, Philippa? What are you up to?
Well, what is it?
Sneaky
No need to
bitch.
thank me, Philippa. Always glad to save your ass. You're welcome.
You stood to gain. That is why you saved me.
Way back when, did you really send assassins after Dijkstra?
You believe I do not remember we were once lovers?
Maybe it's just me, but I think you'd consider that in itself to be reason enough. Actually, I've long wondered why you parted. Quarreled even.
You see, Geralt, there are those who keep politics separate from their private lives, and those who do not.
Which one was Dijkstra?
The more boring of the two.
Well, okay.
Farewell.
Anything else in here? Yep. There's that. I shall speak to Avallac'h last.
Looky, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Yes, Geralt?
Okay, nothing else new.
So long, Triss.
Alright. Siri, anything to say? Any feelings?
Got a minute?
Of course.
How you doing?
Once you'd left Yen and me on the Isle of Avalon, what happened to you? What did you do?
I traveled through time, space, different worlds. I saw houses of glass, ran with unicorns at the world's end. Even lived in an undersea kingdom for a time.
Freedom. Always had a taste for it.
I still do.
So why'd you return?
It was too much. I almost drowned in it. When everything is possible, it quickly becomes a lot less alluring.
I see. I mean, at least you went to fucking Atlantis.
Traveling between worlds. What's it like?
It's nice.
Difficult?
It was at first, but in time it became automatic, like riding a horse.
Bet a lot of mages would love to learn to do it.
I'm certain they would. But Avallac'h claims they've neither the knowledge nor talent. He spent 4 centuries learning to do it, yet can still only find and pass through pre-existing portals. I go wherever I please, whenever I please.
Sounds like fun.
Not sure if you've heard, but once it's all over, I'm going to Kovir.
With Triss? Interesting part of the world. Perhaps you'll get a contract for some rare snow beast. A Barbagazi or a Vendigo or an Amarok.
Or maybe I'll finally hang up my swords.
It's that good with her?
Better.
Oof. Do you know how the
Eridan's located you time and again. How's that work?
When I pass between worlds, I create a kind of shockwave. Anyone properly trained can sense it. That's how Avallac'h explains it, at any rate. He can do it too.
So you shouldn't actually ever use your power.
It's not like that. The impulse is stronger the longer my voyage. On short hops, the disturbance is practically imperceptible.
I see. Well, talk to you later, Siri.
I should go.
All right, we'll talk later.
Yeah, and any... Oh, I wanted the, third. Oh, wow. Yeah, and any updates?
Geralt?
Huh.
Ever think about the past? About your time with the hunt?
At times, I'm amazed we survived. Eridan's not usually one to leave witnesses behind.
Nope.
That's just it. He didn't. Lost my memory when I escaped the hunt.
Ah, yes. Your famous amnesia.
You didn't have it?
For a short time only. Once the Emperor's mages got their hands on me, my memory quickly returned.
I see. What do you remember?
When the hunt had you. Hope they didn't hurt you.
Even if they did, I've no memory of it. The whole time's but a string of phantom images. Blood and fire. A wild chase through different worlds. All shrouded in fog. Though I do remember you coming for me. Trading your life for mine. I hadn't the chance to thank you then.
You'd have done the same for me.
I'm touched by your certainty. But you've yet to tell me how you escaped them.
Wouldn't mind knowing that myself. There are times I remember rushing forward, Red Riders around me. Next thing I know, I'm in the woods at the foot of Kaer Morhen. That's it.
What do they want from you?
What did
Probably
Aridin want
involves
from you
Ciri.
exactly?
The same thing he wanted from you. You don't recall?
Draw a blank on most of my time with them.
We were bait, Geralt. Both of us. Eredin believed Ciri would come for us sooner or later and he would capture her. Fortunately, she didn't fall for it.
How do you go from being the Emperor's hostage to being his ally?
One day, the door of my cell opened, and instead of seeing the usual officer, I saw Emir. He promised to release me and grant me free reign of the Imperial Treasury, provided I did what he asked.
He told you about Ciri, and you accepted his offer. Why?
Shared aims make for strange bedfellows. I knew I had to find Ciri before Eredin did, and if any man had the power and the means to help me, it was the Emperor. Besides, once all's said and done, he is her father.
And genetics only. She's kind of technically his illegitimate child. Why didn't you look for me? We talked about earlier. What did we talk about?
Why didn't you look for me after you'd recovered your memory and your freedom?
I assumed you would recover quickly and find me first.
You had mages to help you. I was on my own.
Well, not entirely. Besides, I knew you'd fled the hunt. Eredin would never have let you go. He'd erased my memory, but you escaped. It was wholly possible he hadn't had the chance with you. And there were your Witcher mutations. I expected they'd stave off any serious injury.
I see. Okay.
Still can't get something out of my mind.
What?
Oh, like nothing. Okay, so
Thanks, Yen. See you later.
Alright, Avalok, your turn. Okay. Yen's about to push me into the Pontar.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
Yep, let's go.
Anchors away.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
Is that so?
The Emperor will have to help us fight the hunt. And we've just found Fringilla Vigo.
Well, okay. The Black Ones have finally reached Skellige.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo. We need her here.
Can you teleport me onto the Emperor's ship? Don't even know where the Sunstone is.
Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages, of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject, one officially sentenced to death for treason.
you'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her, once we've found a way to toss you over to the Imperial flagship.
All right.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
A plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Don't panic. He'll find a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
Alright, and we don't even know where the Sunstone is.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the mountain elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes. Truly? Can all of you be unfamiliar with the story of Gelban and Dillion of the White Fleet?
Tell us, please. Absolutely love elven legends.
Gelban was a sage of the Elder Elves. He fell in love with an Enshe elf, Dillion. Yet she spurned him.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the day the White Fleet was to set sail, Gelban gave Dillion a gift. The Sunstone. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone. Though worlds away, he would return for her.
Sounds promising. Let's just hope this Sunstone proves more useful to us than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally.
That was smug as shit.
With a touch of help from the sorceresses.
Of whom some are below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
Well, okay. We sure
The
it's here?
Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port. Croc's longships are moored there.
Alright, well, I'm off.
I'm off.
Good luck.
Alright, I think we should perhaps just grab Fringilla first. Allow me to remind you that our arrangement is, encompass all the sorceresses wishing to take part in the risky endeavor, whose success upon is so vital to us. I can hear the snippiness in this note. I can hear her being angry in it. I find it hard to believe that in the current situation, when I have already succeeded in gathering so many members of the Lodge, you would refuse to allow Fringilla Vigo to join our company. I understand there are personal factors that make you reluctant to part with your subject, but I assure your interests are aligned with those matters as well. I promise that I will uphold the conditions of our arrangement, despite the fact that they will demand sacrifices of me and will leave me in an unfortunate situation. Therefore, I therefore request politely, yet with great insistence, that you release Fringilla. With all due respect, Yennefer. Yeah, I took the long way. Who cares?
And you swing an axe.
Alright, so where do we have to go? Alright, so down that way. Okay. So let's actually just boop.
Heard the elves were fighting yesterday.
And fast travel over we go, because I really don't feel like taking a boat. Okay.
It's clearing up.
Okay, so it would be better to do this in the cover of night. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, fuck. Which one is the one that allows you to breathe better? Is it Blizzard? Nope. White honey. Drown pheromones. Wait. Nope, drowners won't attack you. Which one is it? I've seen it before. Black blood. Is it? Wait. Maybe I've read it in the potions. Yeah, it's killer whale. I need fucking buckthorn. Okay. Alright. Fuck. Okay. And I bet you I bet you if I fast travel to White Orchard, I'm not gonna be able to find this shit. Because there's a simple fact when it comes to the universe. Whenever you're looking for something and it's really important, you're never gonna find it. So, we need to get inside the search area, search for the Emperor's ship. Is it this one?
An assassin! Let fly!
Oof, down we go.
We got him! Return to your stations! There, in the water! Shoot! Did we hit it?
Where is... God, I hate looking for a ship like that. It's not distinctive or anything.
Oh! It's the Witcher! Emperor's orders! Stand down!
Alright.
Witcher,
What a pleasant surprise.
Warm welcome. Thank you, Your Majesty.
You should have come with my daughter. Your welcome would have been different. Where is she?
Close.
Close, White Wolf, is what you are to decapitation. You're insolent because you believe I cannot afford to hurt you. And you're right. Yet that will change one day, when you are no longer indispensable, but disposable.
I'm sure it
But
will.
enough of that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do you want?
Fringilla Vigo. Been told you promised Yennefer you'd free her. I can see. I know you're a busy man. So here's a letter. Ought to refresh your memory about the Lodge.
Even Yennefer's humblest requests seem like threats. I've always liked that about her. Very well, so be it.
Truly prepared to forgive them? Amnesty in exchange for help?
I'm prepared to abide by the agreement I made with Yennefer.
Didn't answer my question.
Nor must I.
Jesus. You can feel the antagonization.
Time I was on my way.
At last, a point we agree on. Guards, bring me Fringilla Vigo. You may remove her Dimeritian shackles. No introductions are necessary from what I've heard. Farewell.
Fringilla. Been a while. The other sorceresses, they're on Ginvale near Ard-Skellig. We could take a boat.
I'm sick to death of boats.
And I despise teleports. But have it your way. Let's go.
Okay.
Philip, a pleasure as always.
Come now. We need none of that. Fringilla, we must speak.
Yes, Geralt?
You look good.
For a captive of Emir, is that what you mean?
Seems like he's shown you surprising leniency. No interrogations, no torture. Or did you just tell him everything he wanted to know?
If I'd told him everything, he'd hardly still need me alive, wouldn't you say? Anyway, we shan't speak of it. I and what concerns me have not been a concern of yours for some time now.
Well, okay. Sorry.
So long.
Okay. Let's see where Ermion is, but I think we'll do that when I return.